Hey everyone. Okay. So I'm in the office and this is something that's, I don't know, just kind of landed in my lap. So I am, hold on a second. I am definitely just going to, that might not be good. Oh yeah, it is. I'm just definitely feeling very happy because I kind of needed a spot to be. Um, because there's some things that are going on right now, and that kind of needed to be, you know, out and about for a little bit because there's a meeting going on um, at the home where I am, and it's not a meeting; it's like plans for the future, you know. So I am just here at the office. It was offered to me, and they and it's like, why don't you just, do your stuff and do what you need to do and just be here. And I said, okay, I can do that. So I'm just here, and it's hot outside. So it's about 100 and I don't know, 103, 100 and something. So I just finished doing a read on my Instagram. I have my business information loaded up on Facebook business page of the new promotion programs that I'm offering. So, and I'm kind of sitting back a little bit and looking at certain things if I want to continue them or not. If it's in alignment with me or not. I'm questioning a couple of things that I'm looking at. And some of the things I'm looking at is just evaluating if I'm in alignment with this person or not to keep doing what I'm doing. So I'm looking at that. And I kind of don't want to get into it on here or anything because I'm just still sitting on the fence with it. If I if I've gotten what I need at this moment, and I'm kind of connecting with other avenues or other paths to develop other things that I want to do. So I'm looking at it in that way. But so I can't show you the diagrams of what I was looking at in the sun last night. And I thought it was really interesting because I'm looking at the sun and I close my eyes and I do the whole thing and I get the colors. I see the dots, the line, the dot, 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 line, 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 and the clusters of the dots and the forms, the figures and everything. And I was just like, wow. Then I saw one with a lightning bolt and then um dot, 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 dot on it. And I was like, whoa. And one of the symbols has to do with revamping, recharging the DNA. So I said, well, what do I have to do with that? I said, we already did it to you. And I said, oh, all right. So the energy is actually kind of interesting because I'm going to be implementing that with the spiral light. So the spiral light itself, in case you have not don't understand it or you're trying to figure out what is spiral light, I have written two books. I've written one book about the divine feminine energy and being a queen, and then I've written the book about spiral light, how the spiral light really work. Where's it come from? And I've talked about it. And I know I have to keep coming on talking about it, getting it out there so people can understand what it is and what I do. Sometimes it gets a little bit monotonous. Just does. But I'm actually looking forward to next month putting it on a bigger scale in a bigger way. And I just kind of keep it to myself. I don't talk very much about it. But this is going to be good to be able to put it on a larger scale and to have it where it accelerates in such a way that it helps a lot of people. So right now, if you are interested in the spiral light and you really are looking forward to getting some things cleared out of your space, getting, energy cleared out of your, however you want to move it out of your emotional self, your mental self, your spiritual self, your physical self, then spiral light is one of the ways to go. So you can actually email me, or you can go to my Instagram, and I'll put my email here so that you can do that. So it's just been a really interesting energy of everything that's been going on. And I really just want everyone to just stay focused because the game plan is happening. Whether you want to hear it or not, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. See, I knew I had to change that. So some things are getting ready to take place, and there was talk that the T was going to be like arrest, but it ain't gonna be that. It ain't gonna be him. It's gonna be, I don't know, something like a Bentley, a bye bye Bentley. It's gonna be a bye bye Bentley. Hmm. So that's coming down the pike, and it's gonna be a shocker. So, and I hope when it does take place, it does wake up the rest of the people and brings the energy into where it needs to be, and you know getting rid of all of the limitations and the fear, and stepping into the new paradigm. We really had to fight for this newness. We really had to step in and fight for this stepping into this new dimensional energy, this new frequency, stepping in the fifth dimension and sixth, and being able to do that. We really had to fight for it, and a lot of people lost their lives over this. Okay, and it had nothing to do with the thing or this. It has to do with the literal fight of fighting for the right of our rights as a human being. Let's just put that in there, a human being. And there's just been so much going on with everything. And every time when I even do the reads on it, and I do the I Chings on it, it's right on the money. Um, Going into, I thought this was really weird, and I was kind of him-hawing around about if I wanted to talk about it or not. But you guys know that I drop down into different dimensions and different timelines, and I can go to certain places and I can take a look and see things that's going on. So I went somewhere and I saw this door. Above this door, I said quarantine. It was like underground. It was really clean. It was a lab. But I thought because it said quarantine on it, I was going to see some people. I was going to see something. But I didn't see anything. I thought it was really interesting. So I go in there, and it's funny when I go in and I'm looking, I can see my hands, I can see myself when I'm maneuvering in there. So I went in there and I see this box with a certain code on it. I won't say what the code was on it, but I see the code and I tell a friend that I decode with and I tell her things about what I've been went into and whatever. I tell her about the codes and then she goes and breaks it down, comes back with info. And then it's right on the money. It's like it literally happens the next day. It's kind of freaky. So I see the box, I open the box, and I see the vials in the box, but it's two different types in one box. And I said, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they put these two things in a box? And they're brand new. They were lined up. One was P, one was M, one was P, one was M. Follow the thing of what I'm saying. PM. So it was in there. And I was like, okay, these are two different types, two different names on this bottle. Why would they have them side by side? Well, why won't you just put P in one box and put M in the other box? Why are they mixed up in the box? So I remember I took one of each and I brought them back with me. So I don't know what timeline they're on where I left them. They didn't physically come back with me, but they're on a timeline somewhere. And I guess I gave them to somebody to take a look at them. I don't know. I don't know. I just show up and go get the assignment and kick some ass and go on about my business. so, so I just thought it was kind of strange, kind of weird, but I thought that was really interesting. So I'm just hopping on here really quick. I'm getting ready to do some work. Um, then again, I might set it up in a different way. Um, just see because there's a lot of info I'm gonna need to before I can even go into the system. Um, but anyway, I'm just coming on, bringing in the information. Change is definitely coming, and just be prepared. And some people are not going to do very well with it. So, but you'll be just fine. And just know that there's going to be some massive help for a lot of people that had to make a decision on doing something that wasn't good. And one of my friends was deathly ill after this. It was her second one. And she says she has never been so sick in her life. And I'm glad she made it through this, but I don't know what it did to her. So she had massive body pain like she's never felt before. She had, for 2 weeks, diarrhea. Um, she had fever. Um, she just wasn't doing good. And it was after the second one of this. So she got really sick, and she straight up said it. She goes, "You know what? I really think I got sick after doing this." And I said, "Yeah, you did." It laid her out, and I was really concerned about her because she was not doing very well, and she's just now getting her energy back. She's just now getting up and moving, you know. But she was down for 2 weeks, down, sick, sicker than she's ever been. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on and share that you will be able, starting next week, to make appointments, email me, and I will be able to do Spiralite as well as doing a life force energy clearing on you. So um, I really I've had it done and I love it. It's really made a major difference in my life in the past 4 days. You know, a lot of things came up to the surface and get to look at a lot of past life timelines and stuff and physically see a date that ties it into your body. And I was like, damn, that's really awesome. So, anyway, I wanted to let everybody know and have a good day and email me if you're interested in having your spiralite treatment and getting in there and getting rid of those cellular timelines. I cannot stress and tell you how important it is to clear this out. We are going into another eclipse, and it really would be beneficial if you got these cellular timelines taken care of on your anxiety, on your anger, on your fear, on your depression. A lot of depression, you obtain it when you're in the womb, and it might be your mother or your father who was depressed, and you have that activation in you. The fear, where does this fear come from? And all these different things that are kind of bottled up in the body and what people take on or shouldn't take on at this time in their life. And it's time to release and let go of certain things. So I just really wanted to hop on and let you know about this modality and this healing modality. So if you are looking for a way to get rid of that, please do not hesitate to email me. Take the next aligned action. Take action. Instead of sitting on the fence trying to figure out, well, does it work or not? Yeah, it worked. I wouldn't be on here talking about it if it didn't work. I am not the one that likes wasting my time on doing stuff and don't get results. And here's the thing with spiral light, and here's the thing with anything when it comes to healing. When you are ready to heal, you will heal. There are some people I had to make a decision on. I'm not helping them anymore because they have every opportunity to heal and they choose to stay in their illness. And they choose to stay in it because for some reason it gives them the attention that they are addicted to. And when you're addicted to that attention on that level for an illness, you will stay in it. I don't care who it is. I don't care how young they are. I don't care how old they are. You will stay in it because you are addicted to the outcome of what that probable disease gives you. If it gives you where people are always concerned about you and they feel sad about you and they're always looking at you like, oh, poor so and so, or how are you doing? You're addicted to that. What would your life be like if you were not addicted to hearing that? What would your life be like? Hey, how are you doing? Would you like to go camping this weekend? Would you like to get out of town? Would you like to go? Let's go climb a rock in the blah blah blah, or let's go shopping, or what would your life be like if you did not have your friend called the disease hanging out with you? What would it be like? What would it be like if you were healed? What would it be like? What would it be like if you you had the perfect healed body right now? What would it be like? How would your life change? How would you wake up in the morning feeling? What would you do differently other than taking all these pills in the world and then constantly back and forth into the doctor's office? Some of you go back and forth to the doctor's office and they keep telling you nothing's wrong. They can't find anything, and you still keep going back and forth. It's you're trying so hard to keep that creation of that timeline going. Why? How is it feeding you? How is it taking care of you? What is it giving you? What's it giving you? How is it nurturing you? What would your life be like if you were healed? If you were free of the pain, if you were free of the illness, if you were free of the illness. Some illnesses will take the body so far and there's no coming back. It's already too late. And then there's other illnesses. There is a way to rejuvenate. There is a way to feel better. There is a way to be stronger. So what if you could just be healed and you weren't sick anymore? What would that be like? What would it be like for you? Think about it. If you were to get up right now and say, I am done being sick. I am done being ill. I am done having this pain. I am done, you know, I'm done being overweight. I'm done. I'm done. Blah, blah, blah. What would your life be like? So I'm going to talk about something. I'm going to put this out on the table. And this is my personal feeling and how it made me feel. So, and I'm going to talk about this. Here we go. You ready? Okay. So, before COVID hit, I was feeling really good in my body. I felt strong. I felt burned out and tired. And I shared that a lot about the burnout and the tiredness. And I said, I really need a break. I didn't know we were going to be on a break like that, but oh well. So I just remember saying how tired I was. And it was because I was so overloaded and I was so drained out and just done. I needed time to recuperate from all the giving and all the healing that I've been doing for other people, being of service, being in the room, doing the massages, doing the healing, doing the energy work, doing the readings, and then going and doing the full moon meditations and doing that medicine, and that medicine alone takes a lot out of you within 3 to 4 days. It can zoop you up, and then you have to recover from doing that. You recover from the prepping of it and putting it together and what's the message and da da da. Nobody looks at that behind the scenes. It's all about what are you doing for us tonight and putting out there. It's giving, 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 giving. I was depleted, straight up depleted. That's not how you treat somebody that's when you're being of service. I was depleted. So here's the thing: being depleted. So we go into this world of shutdown and whatever. And I was doing fine until like I had the injuries. When I had the knee thing. Oh God, the pain in that knee. I wouldn't even wish that pain on my worst enemy, the pain I had in my knee and how long it took it to heal. It almost took a good eight to 9 months for my knee to heal, where it wasn't painful to touch. It's there, it's getting better. Still can't do a full bend on it like I want to. I can bend it and flex it a lot more than before. And then lower back injury, and then neck and shoulder. So when you get those injuries, your body you can't go do some of the things that you were doing. And my thing was hot yoga. Loved hot yoga. Well, couldn't do hot yoga because we all had to be isolated. We were all being shut down. So my body started gaining weight. And then as soon as I hit that age, my body really started putting on the pounds. And I started looking at myself and I said, wow, I'm really getting the weight on it. I can't wait to get stronger so that I can get back into my routine. And it just took forever for my body to start doing it. I'm getting back into my routine, but I had to really be okay with the fact that my body was convalescing. It was replenishing. It was slowing down on purpose so that it could heal itself, because I kept pushing myself beyond the max. I kept going without drinking enough water. I kept going without eating right. And I mean right, when I say eating right, I mean eating at the right times when I was hungry, but I had to wait, or when it was time for me to use the restroom, I needed to go, but I had to hurry, but I had to wait or something, or hold, or all these things we do to our body, especially if you're in nursing. You know what I'm talking about. That hurry up and shove the food in your mouth and as fast as you can get it in there in 15, 10 minutes so you can call it that you ate because they only want to give you 30 minutes for a dinner or a lunch break. I'm sorry, that whole slave mentality bullshit is just too much now. We're up level. If when you're up level and you can turn around and take a look at it and you say, you know what, when you're working with a company and these corporations, they have all the money in the world. They can give you an hour so you're not rushing your body to eat. But they don't think like that. They want to just squeeze as much as they can out of you because it's so important for them to get their dollar's worth out of you. That's right. I said the dollar worth. Get a dollar's worth of get the dollar out of you. You know? So your body stresses out and you gain that weight. You gain that weight because of stress. You gain that weight because of not sleeping well. You gain that weight because you're aging and moving into either menopause or if you're a woman, you're moving into menopause. Shit, I'm 55. So my body is doing a lot of different things. Now I'm going to shift my weight. But one of the things that kind of caught my eye, and I saw it on YouTube, is one of the gymnasts. I want to say she's Japanese. I think she's Japanese. Um, Kira. I can't say her name, but she started out in her gymnastics, and then she really built up, and boom, she as she was aging, getting older, maturing, her body, her hips started to build. She started having more built. She wanted to eat more and not be like, okay, you ate that, now you got to work out after you eat that piece of candy or after you eat that blah blah blah. So she really was body shamed, for being a little bit more hippie, a little bit more booty. She had it built and she was being body shamed. And I watched her special when she was talking about it. She called herself broken. She was broken. She was broken inside. So how many of us have lived a life where we thought we were broken because of our weight gain, or we were broken because our bodies aren't the same anymore after you've gone through cancer. Your metabolism, your immune system is entirely rewritten. It's entirely different. So you move in a different way. You do things in a different way. Um, this is where it comes in, and it's like looking at how do we really treat ourselves? Why do we have to body shame? Where was it written that said that to be a size 0 or 3 is the perfect body size? Where was that? If you go back through history, it wasn't very good to be that size because they thought you were feeble. They thought you were, you know, sickly. They liked the women that had some meat on them. They called them royalties because they were built up and they look healthy. They look sturdy, or like they were going to have good babies because they were built up. So our society has just done this massive thing on body shaming. And so I had to really sit with myself and say, yes, I've gained weight. I know that. But I'm not going to sit around and beat myself up over it because there were certain scenarios and situations that played out why I've gotten a little padded. So, and it's not that easy to get that weight off that faster. When I was younger, shit, that was nothing. Get that weight off like that. Oh, let me go do 6-7 hour dance practice. I can get that weight off. Boom, boom. Now it's like, hell, let me just get the hell up out of the bed. Let me see if I can get my butt to the shower without every little bone and knee crimping and popping and all this stuff that the body does now. So I think it comes to a place where we have to stop judging ourselves. That's a form of judging, and judging ourselves and body shaming ourselves. And there is just one thing that I've never been a fan of, and I'm a very modest person. I'm not one, even when I did Sundance, when we go and do Sundance, we make sure we're covered up to here. Our arms are only showing right here. Sorry, dry throat. And so you're covered right here, right about there. And all the way down, nothing's showing. I am not one that shows my tiny off my butt. I'm not like that. I got a tickle in my throat. So I am not one that does that. I keep things covered. But that's just the way I am, the way I was raised, and just the way I am. I'm not one. I saw someone on a channel, and she was older, older than me, and she was twerking, and I was just like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" I mean, to her, she probably was doing it just to be funny, but I was looking at her like, but I was just like, okay. I was like, all right, that's her celebration. And it's to each his own, you know. But for me personally, I'm just not one that does all that. I'm just not into that. So, and I love it when I see people that are really toned and fit and they can put on bathing suits and they feel good in that. Even when I was in my fitted, I didn't like wearing bathing suits. I'd never been one that liked to do that. But workout outfits, sure, no problem. Not bathing suits. Never been that. I don't swim. Don't like the fact that I can't see what's below me. Like, what is it? What's down there? Saw too many Jaws movies and 48 Feet Down and Shallows and Deep Blue and, you know, you know. No. So, but that's what I wanted to come on and talk about. All of us have gotten weight on us and we're going to take it off. Don't beat yourself up. Don't say, oh God, I got to hurry up and be a certain size by this size and da 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 da. Don't kill yourself trying to do that. Just shift into aligning yourself with the amount of weight that you're choosing to lose. And then just talking to your body and allowing your body to lose that. Just align with it and align with what feels good. Is it just walking? Is it just dancing? What feels good to you? What feels comfortable to do? And that's what you should do. That's what you should follow up with. So I just wanted to come on here and share that. And just in case if somebody is beating themselves up right now and judging themselves on their weight or what they look like. I had one of my friends, she was in judgment on herself. She's like, "Oh my God, I've gotten so big and Oh my God, I don't look skinny enough. Oh my God, I don't look pretty enough. Oh my God. I'm like, stop, oh God, and judging yourself. Stop. I was like, where's that coming from? That doesn't even sound like you. Where are you getting that from? So she did a quick check, check, check. Not mine, not mine. Good job. Not yours. Don't pick that up anymore. So I just want to come on and share that in case you are doing that to yourself. Stop it. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop judging yourself where you should be, what you should be doing, or how you should be doing it. If we haven't learned anything about being on this journey of this timeout that's coming to an end, then what did we not gain out of it? Because it was teaching us how to reevaluate. It was teaching us how to look at things and sit with ourselves. You had to be by yourself and sit with things and be. You were given a perfect opportunity to say yes to something and no to something else. What makes you happy? What doesn't make you happy? Just saying. You got to play around. For me, I got to play around with wigs and looking makeups and having fun and not being so worried about, oh my gosh, do I have enough energy to get through the day? I'm tired. I need to take a vacation. I need a break. Oh, I can't afford a vacation. That's right. I can't afford to go do that. All that stuff that comes up. I can only take maybe 3 days off. That's all I can really afford to do. Mm. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and re enlighten you. Don't beat yourself up. Don't judge yourself. Stop doing that. What would your life be like if you were healed? What would it be like? How would you feel? How would it feel to be healed? Think about it. And on that note, I bid you a good night and sleep well tonight and be so light.